fan no what the baba be bia so aye fine unum se medical ya to unum se na ya wo matches our brass games a wodo a and also airport so nyina no and some aye say obekom essence euros no ya wa ma wodo opi o ma can qualify ya dem so man aye fan say Germany wo ma aye host nation and wo can ye can say pre tournament aye favorite among for pinano and some shall say at the Germany no and some ade account e be so giri ba so man ya fan say Portugal omutim na owura na ya fan say Roberto Martinez aye shane nyina no wo so aye favorite our Euros no wo so betumi aje e be so tumi body ade owura na ya fan say Gary Southgate side and also aye England for no and some account I come here Sompa now sport makuma come here sana and also aka eneni nyina no medical ya to am say about 5 o'clock ya wo Georgia omo game omo ball and some area Greece amani nyina no owura fan say Sisama Masiniaka one afi Poland na kwakwa uram our brasa game eba so nyina no and also aye Dynamo Arena and just Georgia and Greece amani no and so abawa be shabia no wo some gani qualification and what ya wa Ukraine amani no wo some Iceland game I was also a person nyina no and some abakoso na Ukraine airport ade atwa ya ya France Iceland referee na one referee France fan say aye Clement Tupa one na center referee Amasa Maja and also a person and enumere we and some aye game Ukraine for no one some other Finland na airport and what my fan to one him say ya wa walls amai our promotion no Poland amai no and some abanchanya bia I was bako ekofie ama bako and some qualify aye walls and Poland and ejinam ameno kasa some match no some nyina no ya de ama ya for anano pay and some our show no so na my men fan to one say wa bra ya ka aye Euros and some no wonim say omaya and aye host nation na chesa Germany team no wo some about friendly game na friendly game about our bro maya ya fan say the Mannschaft upon nyina no wo some about game no and some ade tia chesa contra wo some no mo German no so atena so pa na report from can say game and no about our brother tree media to them say Germany wo some and Netherlands am in baba pon nyina no e kai Gundogan ayo bi onom and captain as of now and some other man the national team no na report from can say na I no so pon game to so ma 75 adiama aye German national team no na just on 75th game and no fan say Gundogan no and some about me upon another tree for now or some aye captain Amasaida your fan say Germany our brand pay no ya den update and some ateba now okay see a call aye 2022 World Cup and some our Qatar aye somewhere last year mu now abra ya course I walk up and buy no what can say gusu akoso Netherlands squad one the question manager fan say Louis van ha one and the Netherlands about tournament anymore now okay as our tournament no na Matthijs de Ligt ayobia one shouldn't start game and some Netherlands some national team no na ni nyina so boy no akọ grant interview and some akọ cast on there what did you basadia can say be a 3 back I just automatically with the right wing back and we left wing back ho na just a defenders ebabe makoma 5 no akoda no akoka so no we be a won hye anya da sa 5 back ya na omo type America fan Sompa na demenya no say boy ni say ye want to twase ni pade we ya de na say bia ja we ya wan kasa utena say na wo sesem na wo gitum say bia wanya ni ye wan kan ye e bia suba bia wo dan enka ya no wan kasa wa dwonfo so atom na wo pa cho no mo fi ono say wo fu say ye anka sa statement no anka on meki esan so koka say we will be on your comfortable our 5 back system no mo America fan some pi abai na so na me no kasai manager fan South Thomas Tuchel and some other bamunche no eduru ba bi ono so bo aye back 5 our brasa na back 5 for nyina no one some afiti in our brand no modempa one Matthijs de Ligt upon nyina no and some akokamenti ye na anka bia man na microphone anka some kind of World Cup no no anka onka asam no ana mo bisa no say na game eba so hwan and some other favorite say one some never win anadwe match no boy ni say you want to just want to mean Kasabia Netherlands are your favorite and also Maya your fan say Germany and some other favorite house match no more now report to me you say you be tournament to be an almost start England are your favorite one some akwakojiaba and is coming home no you be start to declare rice and pay make a choice game and eba so against your Belgium one and over captain the side England that were brought just a Rice or born in 50th game and some England I'm gonna show team now Rice and the other say the last time I'm call a World Cup ya kind. Yeah, baby, a jump. Mudru semi final. As some by Euros, and my Euros of course. And some Wembley final against Italy. Mutimiko final. No, na a chess and Kaka England. Mano, as some more ya ben was the last time. Muji major tournament testimonial. Achapa and you'll be our fusa and Kaka England. Mano, one more ben will say. One more some about major. Ediako Konumana. Yintia decline Rice.
It's the talk of the town before every major tournament for England. That's the pressure that comes with playing for England. I think if you look at the players that we have now, look at the level everyone's playing at in terms of form. Everyone's in really good form. Everyone's playing really well for their clubs. We've been close at a World Cup. Narrowly lost to France. Obviously lost the Euro final. I think we're close now. I think we really are close. England of a few years ago, I think Gareth was saying to us before the Brazil match, I think last time Brazil come to Wembley, it was like 40% possession, sit back and counter-attack. And, now we're a team that want to take the ball, want to attack, want to be a real threat. And going into this tournament now, we also have major winners, people that have been there.
Yes, and no England to my quad fan side Declan Rice and our test ya den excepts Emma now what GDA Passende which the last time of Brazil and so by against England about 40% ball possession now I'm rely on counter so and also pass to England and some Anastasia in our koye and so my England and which almost baby as I say woman so free aqua baby be trust England and some bounce measure title. Woman so able to me ajibe edia mo man e wa brand pay no. Ya den update ni na demo. Na you call Liverpool okay sir. Ya last week na me be ka se boboku a. Ya fan Real Madrid o mani abre pa. Ni nyina no ya akotana. Ya fan Sir Trent Alexander-Arnold da was na kan. And some other Liverpool team no. Na wo mtiri e ba se boy we. Wonya na atene ba agena nkasa akotana no. And so the popo anu shepa. Eti Real Madrid da so am di kan be kan ya. Me ka se nye se bia aye fluke and sampo nyese bi ayagrobino later na musa among fresh as report so ayam pana Madrid are serious ni akankrama just come to data yes Liverpool for say woman among control bi say afani afafo nka and just bi abonten so for mama fanko what must yakoda no one control bi so ba bi ko ana akoda no so control bi say one sign new contract am Liverpool ana akoda we anso nkwadi komo ba bia one nine suban bia so di edge say when you happy our Liverpool one omo diri say enche boy no aba standing a contract no and some adama Liverpool na domo kan nyina no say emfa o and say bia Real Madrid and Apple say yan wan Apple akwata no onye for sale our Bromonton na and some Anton watchina and some from Liverpool team no na Liverpool put for say hwe Zabi Alonso no oya hwan wontimi mfane nja Liverpool entu ba so chama say man for wiase ayekoba yi wo bia na ne de ayesika david omo giri e ba se no ayade say Alonso ebeba na dento omo giri e twa omo say Alonso ebeba no say ba mo nchimfa no ba bontia no ma ba kam ama efefefe na so omo source our Germany our insiders at the moment say Alonso no ompa ba mo nchindin krate ana Zabi Alonso no nyana adwen say ebia ba mo nchini buano na wajiri eba sesere bamunchen eba ma platform ema de age aye title ade so na so no equally Liverpool su team and squad omo kitai wasanya baku mienu miensa bi ade be hyamu a wo mo som abetimi abon masa manager ono Alonso so career no ensom atimi yakose de wono som asipane Liverpool for no ensom na wajiri ese one what that's why your main choice and after two wono na senti animu a wo mo hwanem se kwambia so wura yi ensom abeto so adiama team na our brano and some I update aba what kind time mo kwakofa aye Sofiane Amrabat adanaba masa Morocco ni we mekai World Cup ni mo what me ka se chese wo mo nyina nkwan ni mo Azedin Onai nom ane chese aye Yusuf na and Siri nom ane chese ayade sa boys akan mo nko na ka Sofiane enkwa onfifi masa akwane praba bia ema Morocco plesi aye fourth and some our Jumadi anymore. Now, Jamaican Sam. Manchester for say amfa na somebody do no permanent party enya de say be sie we no crowd here am say na science no our walls no ho dada say ya dia Sofian Amrabat no wo mo som na be ja de kwam na ko eti me no ka say dia men say kan nyina no and say omo dwowura no kwanya de say ne loan to abaya permanent no aya one ben wote wo ko ayade say Italy Manchester for say akoda bia wono som atwenity ya fa no Francesco Camarda na Francesco Camarda eya akoda bia wono aye AC Milan o makoda yese Man U for no so da so monita akoda no wo mtiri e ba so mtene ba eno som ababua onsa na sentem mebeye omo aye possible say bia say Manchester pamomu coach aye fan say Eric Ten Hag wono ababa fa dwuma no mebo aye Brentford omo coach aye fan say eno ye Thomas Frank aha mebo Thomas Frank di now no ne beto dwasa yese Manchester for say wo mtiti bi senan ka Chelsea and Arsenal and Pakotana your fans Ivan Toney and what you mate say yes so many about back off eti me no ka say report to me nyan so owura your fans Thomas Frank Ellen Kinti and am for so sanity dia say coach we eba what did he eba so the Ivan Toney and some the big question and center ban and a man shoe eba pam coach na your fans Eric Ten Hag make us say no report to me nyan so manager no yesem Sabia resource no etiakura anasabia Man U antimi an qualify for UEFA Champions League and what you no report to me say Sabia team no bia in the worst case scenario woman timi an qualify for Champions League akwana yesay owura fan Sajam Ratcliffe and some other pan for no woman some other consider owura fan say Dave Braceford omunyina no ebe say ni kwa sabia fanantie change of manager and some about our no and some update about something no yet anano pay and some our show no so now me no kasa onum say Chelsea abrafono master almost at your man tomo on say Real Madrid Mbappe Real Madrid say Lenny Joro no and price also mo pano also in terms say be asama won some about me plan ye yenim say your open secret say Chelsea Victor Osimhen now Victor Osimhen just obete John Mikel Babontia no about Canada DJ Drogba no about Canada yes omo sarande aye duwe and sa link when you know omo odie say Victor Osimhen abetwen Chelsea what the Chelsea aplesi aye top on the scale of preference so say just be on a more serious note no just about say be sikasembia also omo carry no omo ntimi anka ansana ono Victor Osimhen consider say e be Arsenal B Anasabia Paris Saint-Germain bi Anasabia Jakabesa Senina no Bainum ahwe so ba Chelsea Anyabia Nicolas Jackson oba piana sinchen uko PSG omo Gonzalo Ramos nom Auranda Colomone nom womu nyina na ye French ma manager nom obetimi ya consider eno uko Arsenal womu sande bi ebeka o etu ofu se aye Chelsea ana de kan say playing time no nensa ensom obetimi ya ka enti omo tiri ba sa asom now there Bobo Kwavano say Chelsea no ensom a priority amakwadana your fans of Victor Osimhen our brand of pay no your day update ne but only some player your fans say Mbappe report to me nyana sama for gidie pasa by no wawie na gentom gidie basa frontier your fans say Mbappe awie and so by the journey the aye there ebeba so na mom yesem okọ aye Real Madrid ya na plus ne taking come pa batch wo mo ba bontene bia nsentwefo ebisa se an akwada no na oba na nipa na ho sa wo mpeso beka Mbappe asem na mom no yeso man ka so mo hia omo ho no wo mo tiri eba sa Real Madrid stand the chance say aye the next aye generation eba and some our football ni mo no wo be koso arani na ema bia twam na bonsa our Leo Messi na Real Madrid and I will see Ronaldo. Woman, the next generation, Real Madrid, and some Nabanya Mbappe. I'm besides a bassa for why. Yes, who can't come near. Who should have who be a couple of massa, young fan Antonio Mamma in a year. No, about Calami, your mom say, Yahoo be paying, and so fat to Abaya who ya. And yes, I remember for what to say. Mbappe, what not did or couldn't anymore a year until Ali can send some Sikasama and no some other come in. One more at the star boy eba ewa bra kwada we and abema La Liga attention ababiem at the same maybe atwam na Leo Messi asa Ronaldo without omumienu no aya kwada na fan say Mbappe and sababa ade kan say attention and some attraction abania ye kan say league ni mo na Real Madrid fan say me kan no say Madrid passing wo Alfonso Davies catch on pen for say 50 million euros for wo Dabi yentia na omo bete so and now no predia men say kan say Real Madrid for say Woma kwama bro so omutumu sawedie woma paibuom woma titi omumo wuram ade akodana ye fa no say Alfonso Davies abano and so between 20 ekwesi 25 million euros na chase asking price at the free pa munchina woma demand 50 and sana akodano woma jana mana kwan Real Madrid for say manya for kwan say omu chem womu kontra ho womu kam waso atenyo nkwana nim trebo etisen ye also per Madrid no ba also ye bibi ya place a true baby womu sa show mu bottom so ema transfer deal and some abaso ya place a true baby womu sum atimi tiatua so wa mama nkwa boado me matroni and am mo na cha so cost strike ni nyina no Real Madrid say Wama who den between 20 and 25 million euros. I know I have a player. You found Alfonso Davies, our Bernardo Peno. You did after training at the banner yesterday. I'm saying, Yana, I didn't start for Mekai, and maybe you come, Gerard Piqué, the former wife. I found Shakira. Okay, so Shakira granted interview. Some years ago, my South story. I didn't know my queen. Emma Piqué, and your one to Emfa Kawansho, and a Shakira Casa, and Nama Mama Banon. Yano Mufusa, Sabi Mano, Amana Mosaka, Uma Bama come while your wedding. No, the Kawasho, Pesabi, Mano Soria, what to me, Jimmy Tro Rough, will piano jo on my one in the champana, oh, Emma Fono of Fear, Emma Muaba, or Aruria, Machinomian, or Flow, Wakato, one from Wakat in Torondia, one because what champana sound on a Piqué, I will too. Melan Mabarak Piqué, Anna Sasha, and then Koranami on our in John Miami Brokiataba, my band is series of Torres, some of the Chosa, but could be crowded here. Oh, says Baba what na phone so what didn't come more than 45 minutes and here time on your broken heart now your album a buy album no banner to banning and I'm so dedicated and some animal chesenukunu I maybe trying to X I fan so PK baby I know to be manata and chesanumna our album no muno I am Marco 16 na baby Shakira T and you'll be an chance a cotton or guy no you found Jimmy Fallon. Now, Jimmy Fallon, are you beyond the Kita the Tonight Show? The Tonight Show are you popular? Yababo Sam, maybe I just a Casafono, and now Cosso, maybe I just a Bena Bonum, and David Donum, and a Chasa Bafono, or Momaka Cosso. Now, Shakira Quatanas, I did say, I pay our Ghana latest, and your demo. I know Mubusa Shakira say, now, and your Biasa say, Abramton den, and was won. No man in kama na album no kwana achasa bema na daruma what the burn into kwana esale pamno kasai over best 10 billion streams and wanya na last mujeras yanoran achasa no ye dia the album no so no what the babro fuma women no longer cry la mujeras yanoran acha say man subio adenti and oba ensubio edina PK ado fam dia no wafam amenu tu kika ne ma ti say adibom de baba ya nyum yentie Shakira masa PK kire no wa kire no brutal de tie no anyo ma oba no setama no mo twempra no wo de fam anu tinai wo de baba ya nyum.
Perfecto, las mujeres ya no lloran.
Yeah.
Women no longer cry.
I love that. Where did that come from?
Because it's men's turn now.
What are you talking about? It's men's turn to cry?
I think so. We've done that for too long, you know. Yeah, like for too long we've been sent to cry with a script in our hands and without an end just because we're women. We have to conceal our pain in front of our kids, in front of society. We have to heal in a certain way, and I don't think anyone is supposed to tell us how to heal. Like, no one is supposed to tell a she-wolf how to lick her wounds, you know. And I think that now women decide when to cry, how to cry, and until when.
Yes, na chese we enso aye chese dwumadi aye fan sir we no aye the tonight show and I chese mame na ye fan Shakira nyoma pike mani komo wakeka ni nyina diabom ade aye nyom ana chese no ade kakra ade bedruba bi om so no ba sho ho din na chese edi kwan se usu aye ade na so masa enyo na ba chese time o se bia nipa no wa famu papa na mom ani ye bisa Shakira sa ade important ana chese pike ade ya wa nam so ama keka ne ma de bom would I trucks ama come 16 was in a mammy and no from recording you Kwadani to work at home so I know on a better mobile phone. I'm a Wakadano, and you on a better car. I'm a say we are Kwadaji Joshua Winina. No, Trima your into some Kwadano, one more for the hard way. No man can make you omusika and Tim Kwadan cat and catch a recording. You be became Manasam Americano. Our brand Kwadana shall say Bisasa, Omo Pomo royalties because I'm of what shall say to me. Sikaba the Omutu Omoka. I'm a Sadosa Quaka and Sempedia Tosumiano on his 16 tracks and on your mouth Famwa. What dear Shakira.
Because when I was creating each one of the 16 tracks in this album, I was raw. I was dealing with a lot of stuff, and I was writing. I felt at times with a knife between my teeth. I was picking out the pieces of myself from the floor. I was trying to rebuild myself, and music was the glue. But it felt like it was an alchemical process in which I was transforming pain and anger and frustration into creativity and productivity and strength and resilience. The resilience of a diamond, so...
Yes, na chese pikata roma wana famupa na meno kasa udru bobo kwefano sa Barcelona and ano pe meeting ebasu ni nyina no report to mensa kan so mbedi aye almost sponsorship and aye JC and so sponsorship on komo ni nyina no and so aye meetings how do I was send boss our boss am officers here bano na chese Rafael Yaste onu na obi odikan a wa ba dru aye boss at so training grounds so am officers our boss am komodie no I was send no so so now bounce of forcing ya me ya doma summer said transfer market ni bia players from Tony no I was say raise about 200 million euros and I amount of bounce and pen for no I transfer kwambia so one more some betimi ya raise our bra one more to Ansu Fati one more to Clement Longley one more to Eric Garcia I just say be Andreas Christensen any player your friend say Jules Kunde I was say back echo Rafinha so I'm gonna back and two calculate two amunina best of 200 million euros no and no amount I was a bouncer and some resi bouncer for so say Joshua Kimmich entie na on kanche bamunti for say woman bouncer woman to me for 60 million euros Emma Tonu Joshua Kimmich Emma will be on some bamunti for ton woman yes come back to no sasi kind of party woman to me mbameto one kai Brian Zaragoza Kwadana we feel la liga no echo bamunti no yes bouncer for so mo ye kwan biana woman nya Kwadana on loan I just a Brian Zaragoza and was Sinakai and some Adama Granada Kwadano and some other so Kobolo Nemom Ellen Haaland Diana Basa for say yes omo pe Ellen Haaland for nyame ya duma aye 2026 no tie on say Real Madrid for the Mbappe ebebie aye Bernabeu ano yes bouncer aso gire ba say next year no be almost stadium no wo we are the big fish and some aye Ellen Haaland also mo the boy no aso be almost stadium now no mom the new aye come new report to me nyana say yes akwada no so full say wo Champions League game against Real Madrid I was so justify boy ni gire pass a game against Real Madrid no aye justify and wo kwakopo I was so kira Real Madrid president Florentino Dientia I also almost had on Ellen Haaland Ebeka Mbappe ho and some our Madrid boy ni the autumn sanya Barca no cry I am Madrid no pass wo our brand no pay no and no I update eba on some no ye de MA difference some dos no bom e brand no some na come am say your consensal and kwada omodi fie and the 9 omo Spain say your consensal Porto for coach no on the back of stadium almost so run about the course say idea just say your friend is or cause panic aggression just and kwada and the 9 el popo Ura na ko referee no no chese. When yenya referee man mpono FC Porto. Wo coach in Spain and wakono under 9 for na bobo. Coach kokonto kwa chese won ne ba no so na ka ho na won pata no babia wo so wontie ama chese akwako fan sampi ensom adiaba e wa bra no pay no eno aye update free omaso ye ba live on Sompa 93.1 anano pay no yankromen afia ma meto so na.
I was creating each one of the 16 tracks in this album. I was raw. I was dealing with a lot of stuff, and I was writing. I felt at times with a knife between my teeth. You know, I was picking out the pieces of myself from the floor. I was trying to rebuild.
Yes, Meza said be I find it.
Nyame adom fancy. Biji 2 years also ho ye. Let me say 3 days that one in bidie. Wa hye me bo bibi ho. Na me nim so obedi so.
Sir.
Aye.
Oh, okay.
So buy na obie. Buy na obie. Echile me kakra. Say action.
Oh, so my come once match.
Evidence the offense. O ba be tell me evidence. Me buy na the evidence good kwam me. Say jab evidence. Ele that way. Fancy.
Yeah man.
Ye jitu me say atie for ho ye. Na na me nim komo kakra bi. Ye di kan. We a story about the playoff finals bit makoso wa the Euro 2024 ebeba so no. Aka 3 slots. Na yenhwa de bi kakra Fancy Di Maria. In the last 2 decades of the European Championship, there has always been at least one debutant. In Euro 2000, ne Latvia. In 2004, yebenya Austria and Poland. Yeba 2008, 2012 Ukraine, 2016 ebeto atwaso e de aba besi 2020 ebenya Finland and North Macedonia. So in the last 2 decades in the European Championship, at least ubenya one debutant which gives me an eye towards what could happen in world football in Anadri. Yebenya Georgian in Greece. Yebenya Wales in Poland. Yebenya Ukraine and Iceland. Now, among teams na yaboni dini yinano. Yenshare in the history of Poland. The number of European championships are Poland and Yakunya Babisi Akai. Oh, screen so. So Poland in European Championship. You would understand, say, Omu make appearances in the crown of Fancy Di Maria. Omotimi make a lot of appearances. This is Poland. In 2008, in 2012, in 2016 quarterfinal, in 2020 group stage. That means we're making 4 appearances in 16 European competitions. Yes. Then yebenya akwenya ni ababehwe Wales. Si ehwe Wales in European Championship almost the record they could tell in terms of the number of times omonya akwenya babesi aka in Euros. Wales omo make omo debut in 2016. And no number board the semi-finals no. Na the next one number boy and say 2020. It will omo make 2 out of 16 European competitions one for a day. Akwakosi akan. Ofri one the next team obenya akonya akwakohwe Ukraine. See Ukraine so the number of times omo opportunity ababebo the European Championship ubehunu ko omo fa so be dey ebebo bi. They used to be the Soviet Union or be part of the Soviet Union till 1992 omunyina team. Now team but they did not qualify from 96 to 2008. Their first one was in 2012, which means normally a host nation in 2012. And on 2016 group stage. And on 2020 quarterfinals. It make it 3 out of 7 appearances in the European Championship. Then you Iceland. Iceland for never Euros are no more pejo monsa no mo dia bomba ko pra. No mo dia bom musamba ko pra. No more boom, pra. So in the history of Iceland, when it comes to European competition, omu make omu debut in 2016. In 2016, the quarterfinals no money opportunity here day. Echo boy. So 1 out of possible 16. Then no about Greece in terms of the European Championships.
Yes.
Say you heard the number of times that Greece appear in the European Championship but definitely the highlight of Greece history in European Championship came in 2004. But we make you debut in 1980 in the group stage no film. Ombejin in 2004, group stage in 2008, and quarterfinals in 2012. It is the American say in the last 2 decades, unya debutant every single European championship. Per the 6 nations are ekwakosi akan in the playoffs na me adom and numere no. Fasidi Maria emu ba akopɛ enembo Euros ne da ono so enani Greece bebo no. Georgia. So historically, there has not been any European championship since 2000 without a debutant. This time around, there's only one debutant in the playoffs, and the Greece is soon an enable.
There's a Quambia, so Georgia
fancy. And Yansam Kitwan able
Greece no do so aba.
Greece no aba. Greece no abon homo diabo. Now, let me say, where Georgia dia? Georgia and Casano more population and shut down Subiasa, Nipa 3,688,000 Nika Kanegu actually. This could be something that could ensure say there's a certain rise of Georgian football. Nipo kuta the flag of Georgian wabonte super de bi eboni di Kivicha Kwaraskelia. Ona de bia yetini din boni din. But what check the history of Georgia in terms of world football? It only appeared once in 1981. On say omo capital ne feni Tbilisi. Na FC Dynamo Tbilisi and the Cup Winners' Cup in 1981. That one kwa no the Soviet championship because they were part of the Soviet Union. And no mobile the European Cup Winners' Cup ni bi no munyo opportunity DJ. Since then, that has been the only highlight of anything Georgia in world football. Say the history I am a man for no. And then once the flag is being held up, no, there are so many players from Georgia and they do one scout to campus on betimi assign or baby team. And in recent times, Fancy Di Maria, their key players be to me say some clubs are relishing so many opportunity to sign them. Yabere Luka Pakadze. No Babehe Gabriel Sigua. Gabriel Sigua as currently Ameno say Bayern Munich has scouted him next season likely. So no be Pimo Bayern Munich ababebo. And Kwaraskelia not only has he held up the flag high, say oh boy muso ombetima winning games but Fancy Di Maria, he has done something extraordinary that now most top European clubs are looking at Georgia for talent.
Yeah.
Obia person for the next
as will be a puno.
Will be a manaya kesekura. And every single one of them wants to enter Georgia and pick up a talent. And Fancy, there's no other platform to showcase what Georgian football has in terms of quality to deliver. And make sure at the end of the day, no more league, many quality players they're from attain the European Championship. So imagine most of these players will have the opportunity to come in and come and play and make sure say at the end of the day achieve BB Georgia. Now remove to the main competition you'll be hopeful. Say Fancy Di Maria, these players will make a name for themselves and at the end of the day when you say the opportunity to watch them. And me assure say game need Fancy player back one for ebi o mani be one so say we there obetimi abo no homodin abo ama no matimi akoye ediama from Greece air part no obe air Georgios Masouras na Georgios Masouras na kasa na osi akan edeme Greece for no this season for Olympiacos o check the number of games about the number of goals awotimi ahede amom recently even against Kazakhstan yenya say o make 2 assists abro mo share Kazakhstan by 5-0 obe be Olympiacos ne Maccabi Tel Aviv. Even in the Europa League, Ubenya say a branch of Georgios Masouras and Fancy Di Maria 1 assist in that particular aspect, and he's going to be a key player to watch tonight for Georgia for say more helpy for the best. Say betimi enya results amanyoma akoye ediamomo. But all eyes will be on Kivicha Kwaraskelia. Say ono ebetima pick up the pieces abwa amomotima form ntuma pele. So that is a gamer. Many be wasu yepa. I love the excitement that comes with teams who qualify out of nowhere. Me pay the euphoria surrounding such nations, the story that they bring along with it. And I'm so happy to watch Georgia and then you so meet my baby no more there. Now Fancy to move away from Georgia. Yansha de bi kakra. Did the Shams akoka say me about William Saliba. Now I say Arsenal supporters in the omuji 2 years Saliba they also anko team start with the French national team abra Arsenal there. Kwan the performance fast so pick there was a 10 BR the French national team no more. But what the Shams there? The Shams person say Abrante and competition no wo French national team no or we chire kakra. Performance in the he has been consistent at Arsenal. But Uganda French centre backs ni nyina de omu behia. Oje to me say ono na say also man money mum ne kosoro kakra. Na only opportunity no de be because assistance. If the French national team will be a fit omu hope say Kunate any Dayot Upamecano never bought number 4 and number 5.
Yeah.
And even Somumba Kuni, the next person in line has always been Benjamin Pavard. Let's not forget about anything. It's a Pavard on Shadanya consistent starter. In Tamerlan. But all the two Senyania, Benjamin Pavard has been with the national team for so many years, including winning the World Cup in 2018. It is more history war national team or more experience for Benjamin Pavard. But statistically, where does these players actually rank? Yansha Diaby about Saliba in the last few days in terms of the last year.
Okay.
Pen statistics according to FBEF. Even at the club side, only to the likes of Dayot Upamecano and Kuyate Mo Bro Muswana. The quality of William Saliba is evident to be added in the but in the last 365 days against other centre backs, where why excelling a part on your screens according to FBEF, passes attempted, pass completion, progressive passes, assist, any non-penalty goals, Anna Fancy Di Maria, Uni say Saliba na who den wo. So the basic defensive duties, are there William Saliba ya there who area dwells one. Yansha Upamecano quickly. Nyen ha de bi kakra ne mfa ntoto. Say anytime I before centre back there are key things I also heard him. The tackles, interceptions, clearances, blocks, and all of those things. Here we Upamecano. Then you give us an opportunity to also watch Kunate. After all, statistics now you understand where Upamecano, Fancy Di Maria, the greatest strength as a centre back is in the tackling area. Also, then you look at how he contributes in possession, showing the progressive passes, never any progressive carries,
pass completion,
never pass completion. Yeah. So statistically, you would agree with Didier Deschamps when it comes to such matters, and the profile of here from the centre back. So Saliba might be good with passes, Saliba might be good with build-ups, but when it comes to basic defensive duties in the last year, one year better than Dayot Upamecano in terms of the tackle. Even Kunate Kradi Yankan was him. When you talk about Kunate, so then even Benjamin Pavard. It is Saliba might be perfect for Arsenal, but comparatively, no. What they need to do Upamecano, what they need to do Kunate, what they need to Kunate, showing defensive duties, no tackles, 2.15 per every single 90 minutes, percentile 89, interceptions 75, aerial duels 1, and that's 94 percentile. Top, not really progressive passes, progressive carries, passes completion, passes attempted. Saliba is a solid centre back. But I think for the French national team, the space is too small to occupy him to get so many chances within that. The space is too small. Trent, only Liverpool for the Yantanas in Incomo. Incomo did any Yanko also. Real Madrid and for official bid Bianco. Real Madrid, any entourage be chassis in Incomo. Real Madrid is only being careful. Said about Branton in you for contract extension.
Sompa
Real Madrid automatically cramping Lucas Vazquez and negotiating for contract extension.
Yes.
Whilst they are doing that, you know. Lucas Vazquez no per se unya assurance so unya playing time. Now Lucas Vazquez when you say no papa was say Real Madrid board no so baby. Tono the and stay Real Madrid but the problem is assurances if he does not get it. Now Brantin so ntimi ani in common term. No show signs pa. Trust you me. Pa. That is what Real Madrid do pushing. Real Madrid in person will do contract extensions in bia. Until they hear from him, they are not moving.
Okay, what meza me da say meza dene diaba me ba Michael Asare Bodwo ansana me the bishop atapoku ababewe nemom let's start Ghana Limited yas to brush and yas to face no ya pomadian so be pebi atone bono from the bonye den na ukwadwa so na obusa so pe yas omo toothpaste and as a toothbrush ni bia ni nyina no wonsa ebeka odi de tene say one the types aba na say bia toothpaste na ya wo yas herbal afei yas whitening and yas total care nimi ensa nyina de obeto use bia de choose bia no brow ema wo gam o sia chinam na nya hoden mo brush mu tita na mo jefre mo sia se ba eno achi wo sene ni ahoden foundation no eno wo gam na enya papa bia sa afei wo sene so da bia wo ya na nyoma fenfem wo abomori anso bepe ayesa product tb enso ato use ema tetro ma so das wonum eyehwam wa wo tinka sampo wonum ayehwam no nti se wo koni pam na wo kasa chest up aisan se unfere wonum ye hwehwehwam enti bomori anso be pebi enso ato ana toothbrushes no so ye kama ye different types women kwada de ka o ye prince anase duke afei ye princess our dashes chese ni nyina ye types beto e free yas omo mpanifo no aso ye o brush teeth anopa ene enwumre ansa no wa kompaso 0501 390337 0501 390338 Doom PZ Kayetawana about no so my pen on Sabekano Nameka Celebrity Conference April edition Ebaso the X Blessing Way Genesis 48 verse 4 a horny a 7 edia free food for thought in conjunction money on my ministries na Kamboma woman Jumedia to say Ebaso my Alvin ya do boache in the scene so Mama Joyce boache or yumtuni oba MOG and so be minister and of a minister Kwame Jedu and so be was on the day 13th April and April edition and so about Jubilee Park and upon Unsiania Shas here bra nebe inshra ne manioma and you pay and for my mic say on here dear
fancy Yamiadum now so
oh Yamiadum kakra
wonderful now anopano a story about racism. Yep, and Omo launch a campaign beyond Spain. I think it was even announced last year.
Yeah.
Say uno pele uno identidade. Now it's a one skin, one identity. Now Brazil have bought into the Vini Junior campaign. Say Omo be bode road ya chama na money and say ensem fata say ye si akan ye di agra. Na ye de ye nua baako yedene beto bedwem na ye dinatem ya sopano because of baby or no free and skin color, and to make sure they make that statement very clear. Last year Brazil bought game, and then in the game against Guinea first half almost a black jersey for the very first time in their history. Now Brazil for one share black jersey da, but because of this same campaign almost share black jersey and also omode bambo and things so yes who they hear the omobe bia. That aside, there is another campaign on mobile rolling on board. This whole racism thing, amount for bebre but I think that in everything that is happening, there is another agenda behind this agenda. In the current dispensation, for a great social cause. But Obe se bibi batahua a tenti the genuine cause na ye pursue no, and the bebata hono of late will have to do with whether commercial benefit or for any other benefit aside the original intent. Everything that is happening, this racism mechanism, you're commercializing no. And to me, the fight against racism, until see a free contest way no, it will never be won. Brazil black jerseys, and it went on sale. I'm escape frame. This same thing on mobile or the video need to be one. Merchandise will be sold.
Jacket no.
Exactly. Yabeton, sikabe bim. And Ravini Junior call press conference. The press conference na si okosunye ama a Japanese journalist ensusunye. But unknown to most of us, there were a team of a Brazilian production.
Netflix phone.
As no Netflix phone na Brazil phone.
Okay.
Good. Now Brazil phone and Netflix phone na kaboma. Omo ye a documentary on Vini Junior. Enti baby obeko bia ne ye obeye bia no. Camera be capture. Omo wi ombeki kabom na omo de abeye a Netflix documentary ye be releasing the next year. The tears of Vini Junior might be genuine. A sheno no also. But nobody can also convince me, say, he didn't play to the gallery and then he didn't understand, say, he needs to dramatize it a bit to appeal to the camera. Oh, camera, chame. And my main demonstrative be fanche. Because I will need a documentary to sell. Vini Junior stands to benefit financially from the Netflix documentary. And one theme Eddie Vini Junior dinner trend panel this racism bet.
Yeah.
And he say so or the way camera capture a bear headliner. Everybody will love to watch that Netflix documentary when it becomes available. Amone Valencia game no. Was a high tension game. Not tension.
Sompa Sports.
Valencia for prevented Netflix crew, and a Brazil crew from coming to the stadium to video or film. Because no one said they are Valencia fans ne baby, Vivini so baby, Bintia capture Babwa documentary, Valencia for Nampine. So Vinicius Junior scores say or pay racism anyway, there is another intention, another motive, and that motive to benefit financially as well. FIFA, the same thing. Any institution that has stood up, say a quotia racism, kick it out. There is a financial attachment to it. Into racism, no, a bimu didi hon, and that is why it will not stop. Rafael Varane be posti way be to on Twitter. And just this, no, Obeka and Semba Kumyunumi and say the time to act is now. Change, it needs to come from FIFA. Truly, the FIFA president, Gianni Infantino, and so they the same thing. And so in the next FIFA Congress, also all the 211 member associations, they need to take a stance and then come up with the regulations. Punish things now when racism the way neighbor. I understand them perfectly. But in the racism pillar, if you are looking at how you stop things, these are the 3 steps made me identify. 1, you take a stance, which the entire world may sure say, apart from the racist nankasa, you take a stance of racism. So that is the stance we have taken. Now, when you take the stance, you symbolize it. In symbolizing racism, and then a calling cap and a choir take the knee. And taking knee. You bring out campaigns. So the symbol of racism, say, you quit racism, and the symbol of the fight against racism. Been in Brazil for you know. You the Jesse Beba, you the jacket Beba, you the slogans Beba, you be your. But the main thing I was saying here also be you take action against racism, and none have taken action yet, including FIFA. Fancy it is because racism sells. Racism, and to me. A ton game no so baby on drew, and they can benefit from it commercially, and that is why most of these things are happening. So to me, Vinny Jr. no more supporting all those who have been racially abused. Because and more another motive for instituting a fight against racism.
Because almost jacket no more yes a message or make sure be in Portuguese, it be in English, maybe in Spanish, reach the whole wide
world. Yeah. And then people will patronize it. Eventually it will be on sale. Yabeton. That is symbolizing it. Now we have over prioritized symbolizing racism than fighting racism. And instead of taking an action to help stamp out racism from the game, and I say you eliminate it, and I say you quit your racism, no. Rather, the symbolizing about the slogans do na about Monte, so based on racism alone, no fancy. Adults saying decisions I are taking to punish racist. Slogans in about Monte, campaigns I activate, sika ye rem into fighting racism, no. Adults say asupia ye diama omwa. Or more heli racist abuse at others. So the fight against racism, it will go on. But the motive behind it, it will never be won. And that is why I think that this whole Vinny thing, especially the tears yesterday, it was pure drama and a charade. And it is playing into the narrative of symbolizing racism, commercializing it, and then making money out of it. Shakira issue, say, you see, now in such instances, mint na hanka se be mom ne to make over and tem and now oba recover and tem dependent on the particular relationship. Oba kushia o baby. Dia one ne beye oba no obeti ase any the investment ebeko relationship nim no se muntemotia. Dia no ho akodim no on ne Philippa.
Samu.
Yes, that is how broken heart works. It is not true. Unless you have not invested that much. So you have men who go to the extent of committing suicide. Last week, Sen Apostle you have women who do nasty things to themselves, because our relationship are breaking. Shakira has taken 2 years to do so many things. But I think that in this case, she has been smart. Women don't cry anymore. Or you're artist. Baby Owano, it is an art. Music is an art. Okay, you tell your story using the art you are involved in. It is or a painter, or be painty, or a writer, or be draw. In this case, she's a singer. And the pain she feels, and the heartbreak, and the idea burning in she thinks that, oh, and the real and the akoya and say, yes, it obi in so fano. Me imagine how you TikTok live because me pay views. Yes, a car bo bi waha. Omo be hia se yebese so mo egu ambulance me dey ombeko. Me phone na be twa me dey call YouTube, me pay views all because of their money. So if in her pain, Shakira thinks that she can also use something to make money, I think she's smart.
16 songs.
One for paying nant na when so sa TQG no obo for PK no. One na when soon kwa.
Last Mujeres ya no run.
Yeah. Say Las Mujeres ya no yoran. Say women don't cry anymore.
Yeah.
And to see say yen su bi wa mema no musu mu besu. But that is not literally what I think she means. What she means is that yen su bi yes you be cashing in. And in cashing in, the album is making headway. Guinness World Records go a rim.
10 billion streams so far.
A rim. So she's using her pain as an artist to tell a story to make money.
And somebody me share full interview now
yeah.
And Jimmy Fallon show me there. You be an ekoso.
Yeah.
Jimmy Fallon show no you be an ekoso. Me share interview now because on say US are they yeah, and Nanya crash what about show this.
It's because her best album no man
she also performing.
Good, she did several collaborations, and after this interview alone, the streaming numbers a bit double. So it is money for her. She's a commercial artist. She's telling a story. But this time around, and yet the beard but a real experience and all share, and she's cashing in on it. And she's telling us, Obi bia and found there too. You can also make the most out of any situation you find yourself in. So Shakira has done a brilliant thing. She might be heartbroken over Serena Piqué, and she has not overcome it. She's making money also overcome. If this situation will continually bring her money for 10 years, until a member of free broken heart in him, until I'm not also panic if it will bring her money. At the end of the day, her commercial interest is driven. And then whatever target or best is also achieved. And I think it fits it perfectly.
Okay. Well, Mike, me that say, Bishop. My memory, me say be fine.
Because unim say be fine. And I
say nipa there. Engineer soon say no.
Good.
That is the most important thing.
You go people say you call your mukaza akomia jacket na share you mo my. Cause omo be many ne say na we see ami aso na. Sika na ye pen bibie no na ni adanse say e bi hye ni botom. Me no ntete bone but ye call ye no so ye nya bi.
Na ho mfa ho nkopɛ besia. Afa ho mi jacket kwa nkopɛ besia.
And then sometime otu champion bema boda.
Okay.
Ni birthday.
Oh nice.
Nti some Diego
Sompa Sports.
Happy birthday.
Some bones no pia ball pa.
Asem we no kan pese me ka one or two bi but the no. Na me me some patrol. Me slow. There sometime I hwe no ho. Mama wishing happy birthday na me come baby. Diego happy birthday. So in St. Johnny now Okroma. Na Diego meetings no office on unyanye bia you are missing out. Meetings no me na me secretary. And my share timetable no bi ane da okọ. Tinuko na kwaji afutu. We akura na unye ska. Ene nje se mpanyimfo mpaduma na omo mpabre. Eya akọ. Na no me call meeting de ekosi ene se akọ bi ofie ha. Ojisika bam onsi obiem. Na no wasem beba. Tini mpacho so we emo no no ani nyina o rice cooker ni si o onko ndi 2 hours me kwa ye 3 hours
Sompa Sports
someone am ye nyina so nim ti Diego happy birthday sometime you are such a great man and we are happy to be under your wing and tutelage sometime a PhD UK or say MA MPhil ewo kroma mumuzro no anyway Nana Kojo Sebe Ajiman nso ewo denchira ebuakwa ene nana ne birthday nana oda panyam shaw na samanfo ntete no mu nkai na mu mfanko na mu odi onim no ntimi di omonim da denchira ebuakwa bakoma hene Nana Kojo Sebe Ajiman na Easter we kwan mami hu bia akọ mami 4 buses here me time me odem dey here
me ofie
nkoko
me say me obia ma me vice so me vice dia
ma odan na maka choze kokko una onko ana
woni anka me ba
so hu yasi
ende
na de metro no ja 3 days ne so na ka idea e dey ne baba no na weekend we no me wo wasa krupon na ho ena mia minua Ernest Frimpong me ne Frimpong na Katanga a friend Costaro a parliamentary candidate MNPP wasa krupon na obo Easter
Sompa Sports
Community Easter Gala 2024 27 March to 1st April and the boss gala ubia emra emetai Costaro especially all fellows we are Katanga ni now Central Western Ashanti region and around that but modiana for any found na bebo nyame adma on the 1st of April Monday me ankasa me wasa krupon me ko time in ya Costaro echi all for Costaro ubia se Costaro case number 1 and the me kan ya akomia case number 2 eyewa ti wo mo montas en nchemu na aban soko Spain amoka Spanish Spain foi senya Britain nebe colonize yen no saa na Spain for so itimi fa omo ship ekoya akopie mu Colombia na omudi won so na omukodi Colombia for no so no omo ma on independence in 1881 oko Madrid kronum sisia oyi native Spanish a omukro no no omo ho na omo do so pa okromo no Colombia for intinano mu hu se Spain and Colombia ebo no you could see the atmosphere obaka said they are pseudo Colombians and as a pseudo Spanish ehie etwa Santiago Bernabeu hene onye sikanya the construction company the biggest contract that actually brought him back into life was that contract in Spain and when Munyam no the to James Rodriguez no Florentino Perez a contractor Colombia buying the man no and when Munyam she no the to James Rodriguez after the World Cup no
okay
so he needed to show them and you see so when you you literally have the Colombians in Madrid I'm the ball against Spain. Now Spain are playing against another member of the Iberi-American group, Brazil. And fancy, these are two nations they are in transition with their football. Before we come and do a proper trajectory of the other substantive issues. And then in the greater Spanish press, say Oko Masa Kuwakata say omo headline any omo banner for Eneju Mediano nos ponemos en vuestra piel. Not just say they are stepping in your shoes, literally. We are putting ourselves in your skin. Into him Lamine Yamal and Vini Jr. And then Yaya Ofasi Williams and Rodrigo nso akabo on the other side. Lamine Yamal and Vini Ekra Spain national team jersey no Camiesta in Spanish. Na okohe Brazil Camiesta no so so and so kra Yaya Ofasi and Rodrigo. And clearly you could see that the discourse on racism has actually taken the lead. It was how much na ebebonum.
Yeah.
Na ufi hoko prima AS Kwankata also not to be done has also come up with another interesting headline. Gran Partido, Gran Motivo. Again, Sankra Nine ID Kaiba Undin Williams Jr. Vini, Lamine Yamal, and Rodrigo. They are dominating the conversation there too. Gran Partido, big game. Gran Motivo, big motive. Naturally, say a big reason, big game, big reason, big motive, whichever we put it. Okay, I didn't Inti na match na ebebono is been dominated by this. I don't see why. In 5 games, Spain are winning 1, a draw 1, a lose 3. Spain's last win coming off the 1934 World Cup against Brazil. As if that is not enough. Spain and Brazil never. But fancy, these are 2 countries our national team no. Let's roll back to the last big game. Omusha 10 years ago. Somaka 30th June 2013 Confederations Cup now. Spain, Brazil choose Spain no more trainer. That's the last time they met. Just before the World Cup in Brazil. If you Omusha him, De La Fuente, Dorivial, Nyamian Ukraine, you wouldn't be thinking 10 years ago. So these are the people that will be leading these 2 countries. And then at the time when the core of the Brazilian team is Neymar, no. Alisson, no. Ederson, no. Marquinhos, no. Thiago Silva, no. What is the guarantee? Say in the next big tournament after the Copa America, na Samanti Omoho. Take that away. Brazil are no better. Spain likewise. Almost na no hu nipa na obo Spain 9. Moreno na o Villarreal. Oniwa wan be na beba. The chairman Jose Lumato. So De La Fuente, Dorivial, Obia yen ni obetumi. So best team to come back to where they were previously. And it's funny. But the reality is that match no players niwa you don't be dominating match no. You need big names, big shots. You know, racism. And then your boss and a Vinny Junior, be captain, and then Benabao, na Bibia Timia Koso. And these are 2 free-flowing sides. They lack so much control in the middle. Not even Rodri gives Spain that kind of control in the middle when he's playing for that national team. So both teams are suddenly going to score. I'll push 2-1 Brazil in this game at the Benabao. Now, away from that, Germany and so elbow fear against Netherlands. Germany and the Netherlands. Elbow Frankfurt, Deutsche Bank Stadium, right? Now, it's going to be a good game. These are 2 big rivals.
Was it Germany team na assistant crowd?
Sompa Sports and Elbow. This rivalry stems from the Second World War and the Emilia Bidru Sabri. Almost a common border. With me for houses here be Bremen. With me for Aachen, sales is here Hanover. But then the reality is that anytime you be Shabiano, a akrafum you know. Oranje, any manshaft neboa, a ensemble. Now, near here, say. We World War II now, we are time for the few. Football neighbor, over the period, it's going to show, say, Yawa Ankasano, money. So let's go back. The great Ajax team of the early 70s, almost saw Champions League, almost to us 1, 2, 3. The Ajax complete of total football apostles to say Johan Cruyff. Omusum 1, 2, 3. Omufion Bayern Munich na be yes. Then Liverpool came to win 1-2. Okay. That team was topped at the world level in 1974 in Germany. Ebra Johan Cruyff and Franz Beckenbauer is in that World Cup final. Now Holland to the canny. Emma get the bomber mula any Germany ebeteka and share winning goal. Emma Germany edge World Cup no. Is it the greatest nation not to have won the World Cup? Netherlands.
Okay.
Omubo 74 final. Berlin Olympia Stadium. 1978 no more Buenos Aires again losing to Mario Kempes.
Sompa Sports.
Now, a lot has happened between these two since 1974. One of them that comes sharply into the focus. What happened in 1980? Hope Stevens attacked Germany goalkeeper Tony Schumacher, Hope Stevens, and Chebia Krano Kochi Schalke. You take that away. There was also that incident 8 years later, 1988, Netherlands Energy European Championship, no, Ubiabekai, the great Marco van Basten, and in the Drew Media ODA in that tournament for the Netherlands. Omoje Star tournament. There was a moment, Omushia Germany, Eshe na Olaf Thon, Edini Jesse, Emma Ronald Koeman. Ronald Koeman ye ne to te said the Odi Jesse no epipanetum. That's the great Ronald Koeman. No, yes, I didn't know park. After they had beaten them. Ekofanto Kobebre, ye. 1974, Ntokwasi Kakra, 1980, Yakatoni Schumacher and Hope Stevens. 8 years later, Heniakosi. Fancy, as if that was not enough. 2 years afterwards, in 1990, Omushia in the World Cup, in the round of 16 game. Now, before they met, qualifiers, Omu no more the same group in Europe. Omushia ewo Rotterdam. Emma Dutch fans no. Eddie Banner kese ba abontin. Se Ballon d'Or winner na mu gini dinamo tanechi Lothar Matthäus no. Or Adolf Hitler, referring to the World War II undertones. As if that was not enough fancy. World Cup no kobo wie oma qualify free omu group no mu nyina oma kopi mo Italia 90 no. Omo koya, they are in the same group. They are in the same tie for the round of 16. Sabon presents one of the greatest ill moments of every World Cup. Germany and Holland. Frank Rijkaard and Rudi Vola. Frank Rijkaard et Intesio, a good Rudi Vola team. That is the spit. And it was caught on camera. Intiene near AC Frankfurt no old rivalry to be renewed. Okay. Netherlands going to test. Safi ombe to me aba no ma baba J European Championship nana. Both teams are in relative transition. But why Sompa sport? Life always has a way.
Well, Bishop, me that say, ma yene Genjamet. Anyway na makacho se promo no em say World FD. Omo mo ko biade. Omo say the dog. Na bibia I find it.
Yeah, me that say bibia I find me here.
Oh, okay. Yeah. And last week in so now okay.
Yeah, it was fantastic. Yeah. I say we had 10 out na in fact a great. On said the Georgian media di enyuma no ama Ghana for agi atumpa.
That's right.
See bibia na say obia person no so take advantage. Say World Oral Health Day na ye marking on the 20th of March no. Last week Wednesday. In fact, na 10 out no ye good. Na Georgian med branch baby anso so that free screening no. Enti mefa wakwanya so awodi ama me we kra na machia doctors a ye say yadaje 2 ye ho si ho ma 10 out na ye massive yetimi gina ye nan so for the whole day 3 days ni na no ye de hwe wona wonya akwanya enjoy services no Dr. Francis Kofoidua mechia wo awie na Dr. Aaron Nungwa branch na Dr. Black Panther ono so Atomic na ye wo Dr. Kuma ono so Brunifita owo Bantima branch and the doctors say all the branches touching my Dr. Usu Muna Michiamo area and Ejumadea Mobo Edison Ghana mine. Yes, the service to mankind is a service to God. Enti Yankopon Ebetia Mosoka Niyimu. Minia Ebefa or Quanya Sunane Yesunya de Kakra. Oba Janjaman Denta Kaneka said it Yina Yenimno, a yesin hold you man quania your clinical. Na Oba ye clinical wa. Your services be brave and not your 2 year bossy, ye edema, your patient or mobile clinical. Your examination and consultation services, Abia now or send a bubu, upisia, emojawum, ukasa or problem of halitosis, Nina no, a same problems, and I say dental complications, also to me to an amona, Dr. Ehemon, and to buy a yefimu, a dear nama sa problem no, a dear nama. Uhu sa or how no ewo num ho de ne ye ma wa ebebo na yaye ama na afi uhu aiden ato afi so ye was scaling and polishing no nipa bia odi aduane fa wonum ekọ yem which every human being no sana you know the gateway to the stomach no eye wonum enti nipa bia no e say every 6 months bia no ultimi tu anamonko hu dentist for professional cleaning. Obi edi 40 years, 30 years on dental clinic for professional cleaning. And no na obi hu say ya na yellows ni green bi ahyehyehye senentem. Otime the sharp equipment price of say very good. On say we say na who blood infections and as a wound and na create edema o si nam na ye ogam no. Ogam no so na ehodu utiti no. Enti say yare ba mu a which means utiti na nkasa so benya problem. Wo wisa and as a uchiwa ebema problem. Eno nti no oba dental clinic de friend scaling and polishing no eyi sa nema ni nyina efree esen ntem ema esen no eluku nice da bia na fe wotimi e de aye de wo se oye obi a wonta anye regular dental cleaning no a wotimi esanya problem a yefe na halitosis anu nka na cavities a yefe no kaka etimi to esen mu bo se na ntokro bibiri atoto esen mu eno so eye wona wontimi enya kwanya enko dental cleaning for this cleaning oba gentleman dental ye that scaling and polishing ni na bi wo afi teeth restoration you will failing a hold be it depending nipa no condition no oba clinic doctor be exam wo hu say to krona ato esenimu ana wo sena abu no what kind of failing na ohia you will failing a hold be your amalgam failing, GI failing, composite failing, root canal treatment, ni na ye failing a hodwa ye based on o condition no. And the better say failing na mudi ye was ye mawa ebebo na doctor. I recommend na ye edi amount. A feel so your teeth whitening. Ebia na ope niema bebrebe etimi ma eseno ediskala. Ana se ebia anka no na oniema bia oye no amasene sisi ediskala. Ni nyina no ye de 1 hour 30 minutes be ma esena san ye fita te se de wo nedi so da no. Ebia ye wo stain beverage menka se jaisa eniema no nom ebia ope cafe lepton ni nyina ye stain beverage ni nyina no etimi ema oseno ediskala. Enu nti na anka na ye sene ye white pa but unyini kakra na ama eseno sisi no ediskala. Ni nyina no oba ye be clean ni nyina afiri so ama wasanya oseno fita kama sa ne ma no normal wo so otimi use straw ene na bitima bo eseno ho ban cafe na leptin ni na bestini de efe no ate no a efe na tire no ni nyina aha ebo boys no bo pa ni nyina etimi ss no cola na ebia smoking ni nyina no etimi stay ni titi no afi so ye wo braces ebia na oseno anhyehyɛ yi o ka wo esoro ene form na ye fe no upper and lower teeth no o ka siso a e wo say etimi hia antimi enhia which means say oh problem of maybe overbite and as overjet eno no ebasa na yetimi hye braces within some time na aklusu kama na etimi esi so kama na sesen no kwan de mu bibiri I fe na that sema and as ejire no oba bibiri mu ha ye de bo life but bruni dear friend deformity etimi ma wesena ho de nkofom enti se ejire no ewo eseni mu a yetimi klusu se ejire dasen mu a wo ye younger eyefe utimi de bo life and as utimi ede ye opese wo de ye but wunyini no na emu bie na emu bie a one ten se obonse na ba akwa akonanim ba akwa akonachi nti obo hu se na eyetan enti at the early stage no utimi klusu na ebeboa eno yetimi hye braces na ye de klusu sa de no ede afiri ho gentleman dental ye chi akwan enya yira akwan kura ye wo kumasi udru kumasi a Abrepo junction total filling station achipe ho gentleman dental ewo ho ena udu koforidua central police station no market wa central police station ho gentleman dental branch ba konso so ewo ho ena takrade pipe ano a wafata disco junction former GN bank no ba bia ewo no gentleman dental so ye wo sa story building so wa ena se udu tachiman so magazine market kwan no so wa gentleman dental branch ba konso so ewo ho nungwa udu enkran a ye wo 2 branches ene wo ho ye wo nungwa branch a ewo nungwa main lorry station nachi anase dome kwabenya udu dome kwabenya onabo adwasafo ampesu aso ho kwabenya runabout no so ho a gentleman dental branch ba konso so ewo ho anase ebia wo ba any of the branch why you confused with the direction obefre ya homa no ewo 055 913 95 82 055 913 95 82 the bia doctor ewa homa no so a ofre no ono ebetwetwe nkomo oral problem anase yenum how bia yekoso wo sen ho bia no wo de ba ye behwe e de ama na me de mekasa etwato no na meka teeth replacement and also see one of the services o se tu a e o se usi obi ti meka se ne sen ye ne ya na ebrebre atu a ene sen ka ne ho na ato no but o se tu a e o se usi wo hu se esen no ebia wo ne partner woka esoro no ene form ne si so a ebia wo ne partner enti se wo ti wo a wo wisa ade a pressure esen no ekasi so no eye pressure no adin yi pa but e wo num ti na wo na num ti na wo ketche ma ye mistake ko kakra bia etime bite no very serious enti se esen kasi so na ne partner no eni ho a ebema sen a aka no so ahoden akofom enti obi a ne sen atu no a onye replacement no say it was 10 years na was nka ne sen biem san tu a within 2 years ne sen ba ko bitima san tu biem enti osi tu a e ma sen aka wo na ho den timi ye den e ko form e was so timi teeth replacement oba jenje me na your replacement a ho do be bra ye wo PFM bridge any PFM crown PFM bridge na ye permanent one ye see a wontimi enyi biem jenje me e ye bi e wo ho na ye wo removable ones the ye see a wo bitimi yi asan hye ye wo bit say dentures va plus flexible dentures ni na ye removable teeth replacement a oba jenje me na ye wo ho ye nya kwanya si a na de futu e de ama obi bia say maye mfa ye sen mbie nsa so e maye nyusu ye sen ase 2 na ye de ebie nsa so na e be cracky na fe
enche open up no nsi e 2 nsa so
a bad habit
open now the car key open us so no the was almost to
a common practice
okay
enti no akwanya we na ye dia mo ya na wafa number no so e we 055 913 95 82 gentleman ye adwuma firi edajo oda kopem eda memreda anopa no wotwe kopem anwumre no nsia da bia ye wo ho a ye som oman no ye da atifo ase
Georgian dental clinic amunkona amunkodi mu hu ne bibia ba fa onum de e wo se hot pa ye ko break aba ba na ya ba bewram e wo fie ye nkoma real quick yemra
Hey sewa me hu wacho me na no me bisa ekra so kwa brochu
Kwaku afeina me beko me nkrata krani
eni me ma connection man for den kofo sika adwane ne wanya otedi musa no
oh Express Group Advertisements akwento ayefo opese otu kwan kosua dia Express Group do be call mind me to say Canada, US, Australia, UK and Germany say e to ana se visiting so Express Group do be call Dubai, Canada, US, Australia and Germany mo am pese motu kwan koye adwuma nso obetimi de wako Dubai, Qatar and South Korea. If you also want to take international tests like SAT, IELTS, TOEFL, GRE, GMAT, they can help you pass easily. They can also help you secure a good job in the UK. You should make sure Kwai Kumasi Asafo Labor roundabout wa Accra and so Omo Carnation First Light Tema Omo Community 18 Lashebi Girl Police Station. From Omo Matrofo Iso 055-555-0067 and 0249-000448.
Mamenhye time HH haba Mr. Bi na wonumi emye wa tadropa eyadro se emani peduan kwamwa no enya hoden na akotia yare entwen yare ansan wa kwakoto fire wadro na nom no abribia Kanoga Company Limited what the time TIME ebedwaso no wono a na the time HH heba Mr. edia bedwaso akora wonyanya mfisia dumienu enum bi wo pemfo ene oba wo makora nufo enso enum bi time HH heba Mr. wo benya bi
over the counter medicine sellers any shop dodo na mu
so wo pedodo to afre 0244 417669 0244 417669 time HH heba Mr. Eyadro say FDA ade adwadie nkratoe atum
the ones that now from toothbrush no why and toothbrush no ninya Ashford
na ninya Ashford there na so evident no way
who that the evidence ben ninya Ashford toothbrush
oh sweetheart Ashford toothbrushes no you want different types she abena dey amoku bi Ashford Princess and now bra kodudie no so Ashford Galaxy wodie na ira no so Ashford Evident media so Ashford Executive and now media no so Ashford Friendly
that Ashford toothbrush
dodo.
My dear, Ashford toothbrushes are who do dear. Eya papa, eya moto. Ne to me brow dodo mi ye dani bia akwashisha ho. Ashford Prince, Ashford Princess, Ashford Friendly, Ashford Evident, Ashford Executive, ne Ashford Galaxy toothbrushes. Eya Fibo Ventures na kofabe daso. Etu phone friend 0241 545 646 and 0200 600 934. Ashford toothbrushes. They were so winning.
If I shall be a mission, you will buy you.
Brother, and not so good.
What tell me about Michelle and see about Queen Wayne and say,
Bra, said your time about Misha, as your Jimmy me fearful, and not about ever so.
really, no, this is offending now.
Bra, so me cousin me the time about Misha one dance ya. We are singing now about Timinka. It is some malaria. Where do any time about Misha?
And you no go, dear, no more to want to meet any deal. What do any time about Misha? A drink and your ma or bar waffle fruit. The one mark for down for any aquada when you fear to me, and son of the time about Mr. Draven. She's a walk hospital and answer lab. I'm what who said, oh, a 3D malaria be answer.
I also time me TIME. Time about Misha. I feel malaria fever be than is Ziba, a woman. Ever slap. Ubenya be at all, over the counter medicine sellers. Any herbal shop to draw namu. FDA Aji a Georgian cratoy at all.
And Chechi if we Georgian dental clinic and Chechra ubitimi and I say Anamoa ubitimi afaso ediabo was saying Ehobai. What did you read? And Suya dia pa. In Yaninka Yena, Udia, a cat woman, I was shooting the issue, a whole woman not opigu, and no Ayana Moa ubitimi ediabo was saying Hobai. Oh, Situa, a one so a passe, I was a usi. If he says a Wednesday, a senor, Emma a sinner, a cahono, a whole day, a coffin, I was say ultimate brush with teeth 2 minutes twice every day. Debiano, I was say ultimate spend it 2 minutes, and I'm not less than 2 minutes, and PP was saying, Anopa, any anywhere. Gentleman Dental Clinic, Yatia Quine, and Yaya Pancra, Abrepo Junction, Total Filling Station, traffic lights now, and you share G runabout on who free Total Filling Station, I have brought sign on a direct opposite to the Methodist School. A whole and a gentleman dental, yo, the year you may free Eda Juada Popim Eda Memeda.
We are back bringing you the latest lineup from Betway. Betway starts strong with their front two with Free Play Friday and Swipe Bet.
I'm not food now.
In the middle, you've got all the control with Cash Out and Build a Bet. Plus, with Win Boost, you can boost your sports bet. At the back, they have Smart Picks and the Partial Daily Jackpot.
You always get way more with Betway.
As you might see.
Enipa baako pɛ ɛna pɛmadeɛ hyɛ wo a obia hyia wo a wɔsan hwɛ obie mu ɔnoa ne bafo polo no wɔasua nkasa ɛna ɔde nimdeɛ no nso yɛ adwuma ɛnti sɛ ɔdwidwi style ɛto hɔ a ɛda hɔ a na ɛhɔmɛ bafo polo no ɔde Africa print textiles ɛna pam nadeɛ biara ɛnti ɔpam Africa print polo shirts, round neck shirts, golf shirts, V-neck shirts ɛne pii ɔpam atufoɔ bɛtu kogu wɔn stores ɛne boutiques ɛnti sɛ wo so wonyɛ adwuma a bɛtu bi kɔtɔn na ɔnte so ma wo churches, fan clubs, schools, unions, any a club pia. Muhia dodono. Edema mu members no. Any mu students no. Mumra. Munso mupe Friday wear. Edema mu workers. Bafu polo. Kemo. Our gold package. And on tade no esemu duomu. Silver package. Esemu dunum. And a bronze. Enso semu du. Oye delivery. Eko mama pana bia. Bafu polo ntade no so. Yeseko bia. Na wapama ma. Any member nyina. Bafu polo. Ewo kumase ahinema kokobe. Santasi no telephone 0249 600 789 and 0599 899 919 and on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, answer you at Bafu Polo. Me say, so we say Bafu Polo dia. Oh, and you know one session.
Welcome to St. Andrews SHS. Higher grade A private SHS. Yeah, SHS courses near general art, science, business, no worker couple. Ever St. Andrews SHS, oh yeah, dinner ever pass. Oh, send one teachers now. What's your window? Discipline. No first one was yati. St. Andrews, Riviera, supermarket, sick bay, barber shop, swimming pool, FM station, constant water supply and electricity. Admission Rukodo, Erichana Bade, Pico from say, what it Jimbo from SHS 1, 2, and 3. St. Andrews SHS, what branches Big Piano or Ghana. Sapade Paso Asia, St. Andrews, Saboko Schoola, go school over Ama Paso Wasi one time. St. Andrews SHS.
Within the Nat Kwabena Edisi, Dudona Femi Bolare, near CEO ma EIB Network, ne Empire Group. Me Ubia, many my uncle for Taji, the Sansobo Golf, and I'm Majuma Army Yinti, Abribia, Nama Yepisi. They am feeding Sieni, with their cutting on Nubi Bria, Jedin, or Ghana, and Yamaname. I mean, Tina Mia imagine say, my mamma Pumudin eat Yame. Coa plus mixture. And I mean, at the bois, mini pedria, said the beya, the pedrian bena modin, a quintia yadia. Fakua plus mixture and ne, and fabua or pomode.
So, Pedro Tua, Fracoa RMLC, Jimmy 0244 726 611, and NASA 059 156 5778. Coa plus mixture, and your mapping for, and my woman for, and in Quada when you and fear domain. FDA Georgian Cratway Atum.
I am a soldier at the battlefield.
A Drew Hobiamu, where April edition, Food for Thought, in conjunction with a mining ministry. Also the X blessing, Genesis 48, verse 14. A mining our Dubuachi, when Yamiakua, a Reabre, what then was Ragunis, Warfare Food for Thought, this year, the April, yes, I will Jubilee Park, 13th April, and no Panusia Nayatris, Rabine, Abo Sunya, Group Pompai, Ajum to Fournier, Emoji Music, Joyce Abuaji, and a fair resident worshiper, Minister Kwame Jedu, one minute back to Nayaka S. Blessing Noah, and one said, Jacob Oshra Ephraim, Waya Kumano, and Untia Bia, and Nipa said, will send to main camp, Liberty Conference, April edition, on Yaminam Niboini, or Maini Yawadu Wachisu, or the Bema, Nasadan, or Prosamso, no Benyapa, when Yankro Punch Radiampo, dear friend, what's it, Domin, Wabab Pro Bronsam, Ajin Kukunin and Kaka, Wabab prayer to me, Jiaka, and the Niachimuada Braka, Wabetana Wad, the Niachimu, Liberty Conference, April edition, Shannon, 13th April, a Yadam minute, Jana Yeshim, I will Jubilee Park, Kumasi, Onyami Benyame, Amanima, Ayanima. Oh, glory, hallelujah.
Your response.
Whoa, yemra back na yemetwa so from studios nemom yeba fa local Luther ewa ha na yenkwe na fe yenda OP wallpapers enso ase OP dabia me bodaro me catch us wallpapers no a business uni kumase kra na be so show de ase a obetimi a contact no na fe wono adinsa wo so duno bi abesa wo to no be package ni kama ma won saka ye nuoma na ewo ba bia wo bia bono so da from kama wallpapers eno nkwan mlante mane nyeye and then the blind curtains and then blind curtains no and the wallpapers and the designs e be a pet colors and match a se dema CSA and the be abeso your decoration piano and you man so you fine and my fee more time share my favorite a series and it's just programs and TV so more news a fee more share TV no e de Germany ni sanu mani nyina no ya bomodi so benya TV backlight e ya battery a basa am site any problem your plastic wardrobe center carpet diffusers afei flowers and wall clocks and water fountain nyina no wonsa beka de and wachi wo pe dance game ni bia to a OP say yen kan tro se bra na beji be duduom wonsa beka ana monso amopa ne ba komienu bi ede edimu juma so OP ebema wonsa kan de adum pz na na kwesi agema bounce na mu first floor ana benya no ana afei kronom so one market no edi enimhwe 0540 35 3750 na oni OP enso enkasa Ghana Herbs and Therapeutics omo and a day Ghana Man capsules aba Ghana Man capsules ade ba ko eda wo ho ne se wo ba enom anafe bema so timenom de tane se boa ema moja ne circulate e dia frisane kama emananse enchecho basa oyo bia no pay wotemenka wo fa adwojo anase stroke abamu a bamori anse Ghana Man capsules no obepa bi enso ano mebema oba ne bema nyina no what de amanoma so aye fine amount afi prostate joy droba kwa bema so nya bi ano mentwema prostate no enye kese ansa no pedro ya kira kwan unya bi kwa no bamori anso bepa bi enso ano bi onom ba kwa na dwansa no wa compasso a boaw ema brebia na bo prostate ho ban ana fe save 500 eno immune booster draw onum bia boaw ema cancer etu ase infections ni nyina akọ STI ana fe UTIs no pressure and diabetes enso ko na se malaria na bana se bia fever ana chewa draw no crypto 400 eno ana bebo mo atimi atu malaria fever se na fe Ghana bam no enso ama sisi yade ne honam yaw honam re ne honam ani sansa ne nyina no eno so akọ ama wado ho kama baby atondro bia akọ awo so pe Ghana Man capsules we Ghana Herbs and Therapeutics omunro ni bi 0244 727028 and I say 0244 754380. Now also what you also dear make come for Buffalo Polo enter the number. Buffalo Polo use African prints. Yan Cassia Dim Anachas Odicha, a yani polo shirt, ne golf shirt, V-neck, and a run neck shirt in Nano, where be Biaso come a wholesale retailer bayer and so I'm all packages out of our and into schools and HS institutions and their companies are more per Friday wear at Yamacha some Jume for more penny attack and Sabia Wednesday wear at Yama school for near Jume funny in Ano Buffalo Polo Ocean 1,000 or be deliver man less than a week. Ocean in them what's now on Sabe County and in Ano Unyan baby Buffalo Polo and a Buamadium Emma Dium which Misha Tade the Kobe Bia Basoshe and so at the Kwahinama Coco Ben of Santasa Quine so 0249 600 789 0599 899 919. Now the Buffalo Polo and so and come on from chapter na fe Lusa Emramudia 21st clinic abema wanya wayaresa na ayaresa no efru 3 besu na more so baby ni pedwan edunya baby ya debia suma e woni pedwan mu bia no esansa machine treatment across our yaso no ya do be fam na yayi yade na pie na ntempa so ya hweso amo no adru ama won so wado ho kama na mom sentini na connect from cord no ade ba woto ase wo sirem ba na kokom 92 calf esane dia ba na ndiana kase si form eno 19 el coaches of nase no se mu twetwom emu ye oya dabia mu hihyew emu tutu ama adwo ho anye wakwa kanko na wo bo ama wokra obamabua bamori anso be court 21st clinic na wakwa mampen for 2 asiama ekwa MBMS yen and ye expert in sciatica laboratory na for ultrasound scan services no ye twabi so over 15 branches our Ghana and in the mountains Sunyane and Koranza Techiman Obuase aye council quarters court junction and cry Domin market and afi Kumasi a show overseas junction ye be Alpha radio 0540 311 311 Nano 21st clinic empanifono and so enkasa Luther
fancy
se bibia yekudi
o nyame adom na so e
akakra kita
sheyi pa and the Black Stars kidnap no
okay
nemum yemfa enchia enko passion consult odru tafo a anohwa sorry dynamic say Methodist was a presby so mu ye adwuma na omugusu tie director entry Steven and then the workers ni Jacqueline Priscilla Ashitomo omunyina adwuma mutie sompanti director entry Steve no enema good morning saso ne yedam assessum pamumfa ni agro passion consult workers na cham na no pai na yemfa dwumadie no ensa se emfa mamo na ene Black Stars of Ghana ejina kono ene FIFA International Friendly Day na Ghana ebo against Uganda na game no nanwumre ebo 4 p.m. na game no ebetimi abaso atodwa ama biaso etmaye kama na game no betodwa ewo Morocco ago brame fa na start
Stade de Marrakech ho and a game ni etodwa na Moroccan referee ye friend El Farik Hamza and a bed the center referee on more pointing from Morocco or bedroom fifia twaire a chama bia so etimi aya kamantina udidia fatu tim Ghana Ghana enti na wakai coach even otu ado wakan one pie in the first game I want the second coming no walusu ento salusu we ya ebe entam kesebia enye na no ene yentwa Black Stars enra last training na omutimi no enra ansana ne game betima basoa etimi abaso hwe the Black Stars of Ghana train ye na players no ye training said ya ukon bedo ese obe join no ahon fama ahon keka schedule drills eno bi be na efe unity carbon bia eso ya kama obia so eye na dwuma wo hwe coach Saudi Aba wo hwe eye Black Stars goalkeeper trainer Lion adwuma Dauda so ya no manyina debi keke edma the Black Stars of Ghana and so Kotoko striker ofi Uganda your friend Steven Mukwala and then obejinam alfitema simpima hutem etia the Black Stars of Ghana on sakro bia obian said Steven Mukwala ojinani wa wadendesa Kotoko nkoso premiere no tontena no edma kro bia ne obodema Uganda the Cranes against the Black Stars and the obesimpima tete Black Star defense na and no edie benu ne koye and Black Stars head coach ye fan otu ado and say Mr. Tuwadaroma game against Uganda day and awoka at the Alpha A game no.
Yeah, it's a different setup, different hurdles for this match. I think in this match we go as the favorites, but still it won't be easy. We prepared like 2 or 3 systems which will suit the game, and but I think like if they come the way we expect, we have good chances to beat them. I think the boys did well in the training. A lot of patterns look good, and we still have to be aware they have their qualities, and we have to be concentrated. But we're looking forward to this match.
Looking forward for game at 4 p.m. De bepem so Uganda Boboko no enu ne busa coach na so far waka boys and qualities are and so for no man preparation no say NC etie ekoye de.
It's going to be tough. This is for sure. Nothing easy, but I mean, when I see the boys, it really gives me big hopes that we can. I mean, what we did against Nigeria, especially in the second half, we can do it against any opponent. I know they have to be concentrated, they have to be smart. I'm looking forward for the players which are coming back.
And we summer Black Stars coach at the Etudra the young Ramo club issues mo kakra na Bechem United and no become the two him as now Golden City Park Ghana Premier League match day 23 game of Bechem United ekopiem Golden City Park in Brekum Chelsea a boy I had a center one tower be esima Bechem United supporters they tennis Brekum Chelsea fans at to Tomo banning so de bro Emma Nipami and Sakra Kwadaya Sabia or Baba Kon and a member na no and now join us Sompa TV they see your Golden City Park and no and a dasa bo near Koma shed dear kono and no na and Kabi and Shemuna Bechem United for the club notice at the Abaye Nina Samu air condemn a dia see a Golden City Park there say a deba to trust them I go promise the almost also condemnation of ungodly attack on our supporters. Bechem United FC strongly condemns the ungodly attack perpetrated by some supporters of Brekum Chelsea FC during the recent match against them. That's Ghana Premier League match day 23. And no idea 10 no the buy on condemn na and minu kase and the Ghana Football Association disciplinary committee so at the charge about Bechem United. Me ba cho Brekum Chelsea mom I'm the charge about my charger Ghana Football Association they about Brekum Chelsea. I'm see Brekum Chelsea have been charged with a breach of section Section 16 of the Ghana Football Association Disciplinary Code 2019 following their Ghana Premier League game against Bechem United. It is alleged that the supporters of Brekum Chelsea behave inappropriately towards the supporters of Bechem United. They have until Thursday 28th March 2024 to respond to the charges. Na eba ya no yankwa homa so ni ani communication team member Edma Brekum Chelsea ni nkoma oben nyamza say die no omo ya no bro bay e na omo bro Bechem United fans a efe ne de sa sami ababe dom oben. Good morning. Hello, Abin. Abin, good morning.
Good morning, Luther.
What called you?
Yamiadum Luther.
Abin, not Dana, ye dear Grana football boy. Bechem United for BPM Golden City Park. Omodo Machita for Bayer, Brekum Chelsea fans. Majira Washa, Amoma Brew Bechem United fans are.
Luther, Mamentia, Ubia Orchestra, any Ubia Sompa TV. And Ubia, Luther, yes. And me and pay me that sorry, but who the security war between United social media and the FA and the Abano. Peter, young Kirbyship, Munano Sunday, a Brekum Chelsea, and between United, Asia Kaya, your starting game, no supporters, so by their numbers, are no more stands. In the course of say game, no question, may no more dress room anymore. No, who say between supporters, maybe as 38 and free stands no ever from. So many police for 4 and a call. Na because busy almost say again a call so I was standing. And a reporter Brekum Chelsea supporters libd man and say time became early Brekum Chelsea no but we the man became United supported is on no. Na guy back or what drums no quicker that day and or they call stands no up and down no makaje say baby the amount say jina no e ho na eso jina opieni or prevent say became United actually to celebrate goal no. But guy is to say, oh no, waka say baby, or then they be for one or the befano, obedient to stop, you know. So me walk a chance as a son ever enter what they should get there. Meaning, I mean, the others, I didn't say, Sebe or Beko, I went to one to know, and the between phone from Namin for Munko, the different stand. Luther say a debate for Beko and then for Munko, me, send Ghana Police Service FMA, not say, but you need to be to me, I say, me. Identification parade, I can identify the guy. So Ghana police for years on the investigation. Me who say me dance me identify guy no. The movie and say guy no as you sure about ho. And no two bottle water call the two Chelsea stands no. And my supporters na at distance no attacking woman no. Ano to nsuo say and then no na makwan e to nsuo no be from mo de e bro mo. So you walk woman out of the stadium. No Brekum for no so SSR almost on tears. What you show there, they will throw you show back at you. This only Brekum go this park here. Say be ya for problem man. Na me match be supporters they say you could not the old dressing room anymore. Say be show to on Emma. Look at the next thing I say we say in so for call. And I must say Brekum supporters as from a bit to abo any there. Look I will say it you need to show. Be for to abo ni bi. Brekum supporters et to abo ni bi. Na me dey many police for here and you did Brekum me for the fee be dey be for no e dey omko jina Brekum Chelsea bench no echi the next time I say one lady be that was in here full obi aboni yam and I called a Ghana ambulance service for no I ba said it's yam for lady no enko hospital and adia and they was stadium one so me na Bechem disciplinary committee member or come supporters no catch me say obo be home. Now the tree should you are calling for and to pass a stadium from Bechem United supporter no as more can say me no. And when the catch on me Martina Bechem hoda so meaning guys me so meeting up prevent say he's go ma ko me ko school Bechem me ko training college Bechem so we are all friends until the end me me nyai my guy ni repeating say yes yeah supporters we be can on we are ban because you are away so near me ni kwan say the I'm surprised say I feel Bechem ko do you know asem na court to the sense say sit Brekum Chelsea kwa e hold do Bechem team bars no o stage engineer pia as at no Sunday no be 10 pm na Bechem United bars no esi Brekum which lane no question as at 10 pm no na Bechem bars no e o Brekum but with different motive for the see am Bechem bars no e ka Brekum me e na me compare Presbyterian Church of Ghana for car e ma Bechem for mo dey call back to Bechem aba no mo car na nya fault so little and some is no menti The same last I'm not surprised. You see, last season you became United. You show me no coach Casimiro, but can't send baby no Caribbean. So I'm not surprised if the team supporters maybe can't send it to say the answer yes, something happened. The can the you see any and may cry.
Tisa me say ya na se ase mumienu kra mu ntem no ntawanta ho dada.
Ntawanta wani brekum Chelsea ni bechem but a football ade a say brekum Chelsea ni kwatina bechem kakra. And some team no qualify. Make say brekum Chelsea qualify bechem kwa na dey ball premier no. Did that a bechem brekum ni dey ho dada. But problem bi any ntem until last season bechem United ba brekum almost say dressing room. Dressing room after the game. Coach Casimiro, Koki can send me before the pictures. Now she knew a poor bechem coboy, almost say, the sea bechem the decided, say, young can't see it. But Tomobano, I look at she knew a see a coffee way in our bag because I wait him there. I know so be a home is so disciplined because one look at no much say so supporters in the average. So we are the provoking home team support and at least nice a year calling for something.
Obe Meda say for clarification Odiamaye. Now someone already said Mobe responded to charger if in the album no.
Oh yes, look I read who say I am football no say dem na so if in the charge the ball only any option than say Obe reply the if in person can evidence if in say alert. It's no so the chemo go with evidence and we prove say I'm factually a woman say they can make on any day say the police service for free. Yeah, catch me. Me identify pana or statista so to na. You identify the guy.
Being AJ Brekum Chelsea communication team member. I bet that's a powerful clarification. How they are my way to so. Yeah, we are fancy na anopai Mickey ewo tip off so according to Atraman FC general manager Kodin Komo Eric Alagidede concerning official complaint on the Ghana Football Association about recent 2 games on Mabo away officiating equity omo na anopai ya de say Ghana Football Association disciplinary committee no so at the charge at the abo in Atraman FC
okay
for almost social media commentary mo concerning match officials me ba cho say no sa charge no ha mo fantos na ahwefo so enhwe bi te so disciplinary committee no omani abrepa charge omodi abo insu atreman no so da so no say it is alleged that the club's social media commentary on the match officials of the said game constitute misconduct that brings the name of the game into disrepute no until Thursday to respond to the charges nti no so the
mate me da say kanjene na je drinking water no e wo dwa so momo diana mo mpebi ento na mo no nsuo de eye edema oni pedua water is life into water is life and one kanjene na je drinking water nuane no mo na hyemu ma ebeboa amani pedua no anyin from na boa ma che so akoma no liver no kidney nyina no enso afanhye menum nsuo keke nom kanjene na je drinking water 0241 449191 0507 379474 Drew Breman UGC Tafo New Road and Fabawa route on Sabe Kambi Express Group SA Omodo Bekwamanone Momo Besamo Koto Amadisu our Canada Obesoko US UK and I say Australia and Abesoko New Zealand and I say Germany Momo Besamo Kono Mokwamo Masters away a scholarship Obesoko University our Honswe no a scholarship of nurses and midwives no and a doctors from Besamo na kwenya eyamodie Express Group edoko requirement ni nyina no omoho ana abefa na wanya ni nyina kama amakwan na bie amaw visa ombebo ama onsaka afeba na ticketing amo ombesam ko holidays mo so amobesam ko na amokoto ewo amana ni nyina no Express Group edobeko kromade omo asafle ba run about and cry Kaneshi First Light ho ana benya wonom ana fitakrade market circle woman hot Ernesto fast food edi enimhwe Sunyane so aye Silver House Ben Court and afi Tamale amo ben aye technical hospital no 0555 550067 and afi 0249 0448. It's my kitchen restaurant. And so ebe serve come and Benada Nyamiya Wednesday promo ebe shasiye pizza buy one get one free. And Thursday piano and so benkone tilapia Thursday. Apart from no and now make us a lunch ready with me ako phobia besa wo paya fei mutu ne just benkone nkwa hodo and just nkruma stew ni nyina no it's my kitchen restaurant a ban free juice and so your natural one and just abefudie ni nyina bi no and so honma Chinese cuisines obedi no watimi adi kama no anya value for money. It's my kitchen Eben Stadium to be a traffic light and 0265707070 is my kitchen ebejo so monso amonu anuane ton obehia akokwa na monko ade a de halal eno Boris B chicken and kamfo ediama akokwa nam de adbe stew wo de be nkwan now de bi so kalombo sanse nipa de ya shose ansa no wasidan hwensi nyini ebewu agya ho bi ade se bia wage orders o pese wo de ye aduane de se bia ho ebia fie obeso de ye bi ma chese nkwada ne abusuafo ni nyina no enso de bi ekwanti o mu taste afei monso am ye nuane ton se mo pretty restaurant ana se bia eating joint no mo ye fast food ni nyina no Boris B chicken and a beboa dudom obekọ Bantama High Street on Presbya sorry Dian Hwaswanse ho Santasro na Batu benya biato Poku Trading Dum SG Mall Top Pie and a Shell Body Junction so onsa ebeka o de 0544444453 Kulun Ghana Limited womunu pa na China phone ro omunsa no nyuma ne binie na hunchun capsules droba kwa eboapa se oye bema na wo jonso a wote ya ewo bemem ana sempo wo ye bema jonso bemem timi show ana mpokra no ne ka na se prostate obeso pon ho bama ne ma ye fine emawa eno drive fa na se hunchu capsules na Mr. Q no so beboa na sexual weakness low chese libido afa slow erection awo wo dia bema ho ntimi sorry ho fere oba wadro no Mr. Q eno ne beboa mo atimi gina na so kama ana afa araba bazen tablet no so ye adwuma pa eno menstrual orders ebeko menstrual pains etuase afi oba oni atenka mpamoja no obesi dia fisane yi ema chese nkefu asebe nsu a egugu rough ama chese woni nye ani nyina no nya araba bazen tablet ebeboa na etusa ha no nyina so ase amaw baby atondro bia won sabe count here 0244 275429 0206 271016 na chese wonso waje wo de Ghana gross dwumadie no fa wo shem wo ye youth between the ages of 15 ekosi 35 years so your banner so ye bema dwuma ewo krom na mum ya nchro kwan na follow who no road anything ama say Mastercard Foundation omo and Springboard Roadshow Foundation and afi Limehouse empanfo no ediaba ya opportunities in agriculture, agribusiness, vocational skills and technical ho futu abehia bia ene ho akwankyere ni nyina no yen ene ebesa diama ya fa na gintremu ewo 0308 255-775 no anya ntwemo no so kama yen kwame na afi ayema meto aso yen fa ne kakra na yen kwanum meza
fancy and you might also Ghana football, you know, especially when it comes to
Sompa sports.
One thing, my more if in Abaso so more take swift action when it comes to such matters. Last season, last in the Boa case, need to meet in a check a crown, some I'll be say, dear, I want to charge crown pie day. Abubi, but I think said this time around, no. Oh, yeah, na eja, I want to charge now. But let me say the AP move from your social media commentary.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Na me say be too sneaker crabia and so no much charge you. And in as much as we want our game to be very clean, na ehun kasa ye ne hu pupu ye ne nyoma be ka fa hu nyina beto ye no. Fancy ejitumi say our club social media handles should act professionally, especially when you are delivering commentary about games a bit so sometimes so where statement ni bia na club handles ni bi ekeka about said situations ana as film kakra. You can express your emotions through a written letter to the FA, or more or less you can do a release and bring in your statement after the game and abibisa. But whilst the game is ongoing, there are certain statements in your maybe a piabontia. I think say a mag game no enya kono manenya kama. Na sanyoma we na kokoso various league centers, and it's high time as somebody would need to be prosecuted. There was it me chew be the koshe baby here no wadwuma me punishing the man who say BBSC. Now no me no na was stadium na sadi we nyina si baako. And see one of my another thing I say see. Ya jai sadi we na ne am pe bibia. Da ko obi be top park ni so ma de be si awie.
Your person can say that could be who stadium and I want to mean kana.
Fancy. Debi obi be free mu afi wani be ba won so na asem no esi awie impo free mu.
Men kai busuafo ya anye some years back na music teacher training bi wo. Ayisa ro mmie ana be ne hwo ama na we no.
And mu ye yes anioma na when him now I think it is high time they start doing their best in managing such situations. Said a bit my league in what my day etimi atono. And one thing who be here pass they need to do all and make sure so be putting at the right place. Security ni be fini up and be fini up. Yen be fini up so near be strict measures so be room so
tighter.
So train tighter. All of these things is going to stop Netimiabwa. I think that the FA game no beba so Nyami Adoma 4 o'clock Black Stars in Uganda. The issue here say the GFA app is not working up to perfection. Yes, and people pay for it for that. I'm full chair for that, and I think say they should do something about it as soon as possible.
At first game in instrument.
No, instrument. And some of these things say app no na ebi omo dey about for people to follow. If it is YouTube, you tell them it is YouTube. If it is the app and the pakoba ko register app no, or be register you discover day. Ebi na ebe tena na obe bibi na obe pay for it because pay utia. Paid utia and maybe at the obey why also. So if the person pays, no one the services now here it does not sound a good note. It's a baby be clear. Don't let people go and pay for this, and at the end of the day, they won't get services for what they want. So be clear. Ahana be a beye ni akwa. Mon kumasi asante koroko. Fancy. They see Sunday. No one trust be me handle on so. Yeah. They see Sunday was not good at all. And as a matter of fact, coach Nankasa no Ojina Kumasi Asante Kotoko bench should be very careful about the relationship with people surrounding him as a stance when it comes to Momutuni for me. See as some ways.
Any the other band the from Korea because I abroad. Ninya tiny me muyepa.
Matiasi.
Matimizami that's sort as a masse. Mike Intio.
Fancy FNA charge and Swatreman for almost social media comment. I think Zendra charges in so backkratia as Anteko they mentioned almost conduct on social media, almost social media commentary. And I think Kodokodiani links to where almost commentator Neka said the referee wants to be a celebrity. Meaning say yeah. Yeah, I think that meaning the level of training IFNA offer to managers or handlers of clubs' social media platforms. And I mean the level of training so our clubs and Ankasa organize for more social media handlers. But I want to believe that such initiatives, and the do's and don'ts of what you can post and what you cannot post. In recent times, your clubs or more social media engagement and I a bit interesting. But I think that most of them are now majoring in the area target is said the violence aspect. In December we need much messy way made the funny videos babano. And what about the take center stage? Ama the actual content now is uncomedy feed no the lead now when a supplement and any time. So I want to just urge our social media handlers for the respective clubs, they are doing well. But remember more of energy trolls, fan poking anyway, Remember no man share the actual way no more and way just something I just added. But in Swatraman case a bit delicate kakra. If any charge no dia mom no, e dey say what the was am court. Na fe statement at the court was answer e dey ni na beto abontin say ene mo amonjeje. So before the court takes a decision, the jury is out there in the public. So in this case, one you're careful, irrespective of decision if anybody taking, one you're careful, you might cause some kind of way be kakra. Say if the FA comes out now and says that okay, now mo say munya 4 penalties. Ye shame no, back open a penalty. Why we had the commentary from outside a bad problem. Because as it stands, these are allegations and they protest as what Ramana making. Ye wakase bi e kase se wudi kan wo court a wundi bem. They have only protested into the nasa mako. By ye shame who say we need a clear evidence. Because one ebia how I see a capture and 2 even the decision actually. Because baby I'll bet me the humble situation in the Samates scenario. Referee beba or chinano abecheche mu Legon cities the anesosa bakoso bobo binsa in swataman penalty. So all these things we need to be looked at. So even before say an expert will look at it, now order the judgment the abania take a decision or the abeto abonti amount for air can wansem. So I think that is where the FAC say in Swatraman any omo ending ye into omo mrambe ye omo huano. But as to omo protest, I am in total support of it.
Okay.
And yet just a beautiful coincidence. There might be an extra motive, and that extra motive no might be so why is Gabriel Opokuahen always at the center of decisions at Kotian Swatraman FC? I didn't hear. 2 decisions against Samates, 2 decisions against Legon cities. See a Konya Jitum say I am paraphin your mundin here. Then why is he at the center of this all? Because me I shall say foreign clubs, Liverpool to me a case a referee way there, and it's some more dear next match. For a year sanity to prevail. Now Emma tension and boiling. The referee might be excused from Liverpool games for a certain period. So I think say this should also be considered. So I support fully. In Swataman case, no, my the referee, almost no. But I am not in support. Say, omo better social media. And my yedi hunkomo.
Mate Mike, me da say, Bishop.
Okay, me da say pi. We in Centroni. Na get a screen on for me. We in Centroni na o criticize kwanya na your preparations for the Africa Games no. Aircon when ni hubia. Congratulations to you. So in Centroni Uganda, now you were very critical of the preparations leading up to the Africa Games. Minister call Winnie Bakohe athletes. No, we also came here, gave a different narration. And then Kwaku was Wasaya Tunanum too. Say if you had better preparations than KB to match medals no more. Shadrach, if the image is ready, let's roll. Why wouldn't we? Local organizing committee admits subpar preparations. Masa, asemisi okruma, na yesentroni na nokrema. Damn the consequences. And mgwaseba nyinyi na nekan. And I'm a minister adamfo. And I'm a minister and I'm into unkasa. Unkasa said Masa, if our preparations were better, and commanding Kobo volume for Munai Kujinanium, and Monai Munshicheche, and Lusu third match because of Mundi socks. See, preparations near better. We would have gotten more. Kebina medals be brave. See, emphasize the initiative. Emede said none of these people who attacked negative stories peddlers. Yeah, come on, Sam. Minister has admitted. The LOC has admitted. Ghana preparation, no. Let's learn something from it. Fancy. They're now Kananaya no cre. They're now Kananaya no cre. And it's good nobody went into hiding. Well, why no be send no message now? They are buying them now. So you be can't grant you. Egua ne gui ni na so me call gon wa ni jaba ye ji ani man bi some passports next time ye ya de na ye nya ni ye na nkoso ye ntua Black Princesses no bonus. And let me even go straight to the point. A bonus GR from my days at Kesben is one of the things I've actually specialized myself in. Fancy. I am in use real life stories na me da kamasam. And then me use bakwama. tournament na boy, you know. There was one girl. Every match a boy be about 90 minutes.
Okay.
Our Black Princess team them. If any Belinyako. Na sa Belinyako ono ene ekra ne medal waji gold. About tournament TB. Na yebo World Cup qualifiers for Colombia no. Belinyako yen the statistics Africa, she was actually the highest scoring player. Belinyako no the statistics. Esha inya graphic no who say yebo only in the national colors. Fancy tournament Oshe goals. Oshe goals see obi o. They are qualified. Any World Cup qualifiers no. Obebo Africa games see every game. Akumia Jinaodin. Fancy. On the 8th of March, let's keep the date carefully. 8th March, Accra will free him. Will free Esikuma Gamra in the central region. Oko school or Brakwa Senior High Technical School. Nti Accra we ankasa no will free Esikuma Odobeyin Brakwa. South District. Only no share the school at there.
Okay.
Or a secondary school girl. Fenway school. She is qualified to play in this competition. A DNS fancy. 8th March. Adebecha me in Ethiopia born. And I papa kwame akunwuye. They were in a dilemma. Say yen kanche and send the papa wu. And I say
yen chairman nko born in me.
Omudisiye no bought tournament ni wie. Oji gold no mo catch and said yes ni. After games no she GC number 15. Na gift mo ene ma football mpanyufo ni coach Basigmo e chichira akra ere ne ne kasa ya ma makoma ba form kakra. Omo chichire ne re. We okọ kodru fie abusu ebisa se bonus no je na wen no mo mfa bi ni aye no ho tutuye.
Say they are obi are work bound on magic gold.
Akra no kodru fie ni papa na we kwame akon aye no e se Belinyako emphasize camera if it's our kwaji bonus ni emfanye aye. Some guys say black maidens for no catch upon Samuel Vincent. The then deputy sports minister say ni ma me dru sika na obepe yo ntini say bonus na ready on fama no mo fanko. No mo fan to do Ghana no mo Canada. Under 20 girl. Ase Messi wo fi. Ono ena busu eni bananim. Fancy didn't any see some passports.
Tomo mjiji good medal no and obi anya na bibia.
Ato obi anya we Accra we didn't any see 20 days here.
What idea idea?
Nanya rehosem. Ne papa akon ato. Wanti. So your man adwuma. Belinyako. She's the heroine of the African
Some passports.
So or this aya we only 4 goals. And no share World Cup qualifiers no. Saz ni zone no wom no. Obo Mfantsiman Royal Ladies e South Pond.
Okay.
Fancy. Ni papa wu. Ya kan che no they abo competition ni nyina awie. Ma boy wi a sika no en.
Wo yeba wia yeba ne aba beto aso nti na wia no one solid for local wo na Koa Research Center omo na de Koa Plus mixture and Koa mixture de aba pharmaceutical shops and herbal shops ni nyina mo ya mo mpe bi ento na mo nom ye Koa mixture and Koa Plus mixture mo amunti ana ye de aba Kumase ya Osons chemist and Colinac ba PFA pharmacy ni dia